Hey everyone. So I hope everyone is enjoying their Sunday. Thank you so much for tuning in. I value your time and it means the world to me that you're giving me your time. And thank you so much for the emails and the comments that I've been getting that let me know how much this work is making an impact in your life. I want to say with the recent events, I've been thinking a lot about my own self care. So I have this tendency to get obsessive in my work with just about anything and can't stop when I need to stop or when I should stop. So I've been struggling with really silencing my mind for quietness. I've been craving silence in my life, just silence from all the thoughts that's bombarding my mind. So I've incorporated a meditation schedule for myself to really focus and commit to this quiet space for my mind to gain clarity. As counterintuitive as it is, I found that it's really making a huge impact in my life. So I wanted to dedicate this time to share this practice with you and really explain the physiological benefit of this powerful practice that can totally drastically change your life. So I can just tell you to meditate. But I know that if you understand the why you should meditate and the benefits that it'll deliver, you'll be much more likely to really buckle down and commit. At least that's the way it works with me. So there are over 400 research articles on the healing benefits of meditation in the scientific journal. But because we live in a such a noisy world, we resist the silence in lieu of the distractions from the alerts that come from our magical devices that most of us own. And it's a highly addictive device, and it was created with the intent by highly smart marketers to take your attention away. So it's not your fault. It's not my fault either. But we must be aware of this and really leverage what we know to tune inward so that we can better manage the distractions to rather take actions to go towards making traction in the goals that we set for our lives. I can't tell you how important that is because the opposite of distraction is really traction. And if we're getting distracted, distractions, all the things like having social media, checking emails, or watching Netflix, all these things are good to an extent, but we need an internal management of how much we're going to get distracted. Like if you are aware that you're going to set aside this time to watch Netflix, totally good. If you're going to be managing the checking of the social media times at a specific time of the day, very good. You see how now you're internally really directing your mind to check certain things as opposed to just, with the ding and pings that the smart device gives you, you're just checking because we get a dopamine hit every time. And it's a feel good hormone to cause us to check all day long. And it's becoming a very much a problem in everybody's lives. So when we're distracted, we're fragmented and the vibrations in our body is not good. And so it's a way for us to get sicker. And for us living with autoimmunity, we're already bombarded, which our minds are already chaotic because of the physiological effects of it. So I just really want to emphasize, because you guys all know me, I'm a strong believer in knowing that the healing is an inside job. It's really a self healing journey. Nobody else can cure you or heal you, only you can. And so, with the trigger and the key to your own health and wellness, it's in your best interest to learn how to direct your mind to create healing in your life, in every aspect of your life, because your thoughts really do have a physiological impact. And when you quiet your mind, it has a very healing effect in our body, right? Just really understand that. So, as we live in this world with autoimmunity, we must absolutely learn every way possible to direct our mind to get clear and focused within to stop being distracted at the mercy of the world because we become subject to everybody else's agenda. We stop living out our lives, our truths, right? And so the point is to come back to ourselves to better direct our lives in the way towards wherever we want to go, right? So let me start by saying that the kingdom of heaven is within you, it's within me, it's not outside of us. World is the world, but the kingdom of the heaven is within you, right? But our focus is so much on what's outside of us, right? And it's getting out of control. It's not going to get any easier. It's going to get worse. And we get busy seeking things, our wealth, relationships, etc., to feel better. But really, external world, our social media feeds and all the things that distract us, it's not really allowing us to feel better. In fact, it makes us feel worse because we start to compare our lives with those happy lives of others, right? Knowing that we all possess the all knowing and wisdom that is deep within us, we must go inward for guidance. And it's so hard to do. And I guess, esoteric and intangible that sometimes we just don't know. So I just want to appear today and let you know how tangible it can be. Even Socrates said, "Know thyself," which provides the greatest wisdom, not dictated by other people's agenda, but in search, okay? In search for your own. Our search or our goal in life is to know thyself. Because again, the kingdom of the heaven is within you. And when the mind settles down, our body settles down. Then stress melts away and we have equanimity within. It's a completely balanced state where the body is able to focus on healing. Our brain and mind and body are not separate entities. Most of us, when we practice something, exercise, or whatever, we do it from the neck down, right? We're not really holistically engaging the body, mind, and spirit in all things that we do. Meditation allows us to pull all the aspects and all the faculties of our body together, right? And really, our mind is an extension of ourselves. Only when our mind settles our physiology, okay, well, I'm sorry, only when our mind settles, our physiology can settle. So the practice of meditation is like a reset every day that provides the mind to reset. It's like a clean slate every day. But if you don't do that, we have accumulation of all the toxic things from way back when, all the traumas, all the negative things that's happened to us, right? We tend to hold on to those negative experiences more so than the positive because they've made a significant impact. And it's a way for us to be very, very defensive in life. And so it's like an evidence for how we're going to live as opposed to being free from all the baggages that we bring. And meditation allows us to really tap into our just wisdom and knowingness, so much so that we can really tap the heavenness within, right? So really, really getting into it and getting clear about that is exactly what our path is. So much like the computers, right? When you, I don't know about you, but when you work on the computers, when you have too many operations open and it has so many tasks, it'll freeze up, right? When it does that, you have to then close out of all the programs and reboot the computer, right? Because otherwise it keeps looping and then it starts freezing. And our bodies are the same way, right? We need to reset on a regular so that we can have a clean slate every single day. More importantly, this is a practice that we can teach our kids as well so that we don't accumulate all the things that we take into it and the memories, the negativity, the feelings that we hold. It's all in there, you guys. And that's the garbage we have to kind of work out. And so I talk about the metabolism, detoxification, and elimination. So those three functions are absolutely necessary for us to gain health in every aspect of our systems in our body. So sleeping and meditation is completely different. Many of you wake up tired due to the underlying condition. Our autoimmunity makes us tired, right? We don't have full restful sleep. But if I told you only 20-minute meditation can have you feeling revived and better, even better than sleeping, would you believe me? because it's absolutely true. The physiological chemicals and the benefit have been measured in the scientific studies, and it's absolutely true that it can have an impact. Imagine doing that every day, twice a day, right? So I want you guys to think about a honeybee that is buzzing all around you. That's the noise, right? It buzzes when it's looking for the nectar, right, of the flower. But when it finds and settles into a flower and finds the nectar, did you know it settles down and it's completely quiet because it's just sucking in the nectar that it's been looking for. In that same way, our mind works that way. When we go deep within to find stillness and quiet, we become clear in who we truly are, right? And really be anchored in who we truly are in our core. We are absolutely a miracle. And once you get in touch with this, you'll never be the same. But first, you have to convince yourself and really believe you really are a miracle. There's a lot that sciences can't explain about the human body, especially about the human mind. When we obtain inner joy, we can then live out the outer joy, but we can't gain joy from outside of us, right? That's why people seek and in search of something better all the time, only to waste their whole life looking for something outside when all along it was within them, right? So I want you guys to really get clear about your why, right? Why should you meditate? I really share this because when we get stuck or when we are struck with autoimmunity, our minds go haywire, especially when you're going through a flare, you're losing hair, you're getting like so much rashes and everything else. And in this erratic state of mind, healing is absolutely impossible no matter what interventions you apply to your life. So, you know, let's talk about an easy technique that can transcend your mind to affect your physiology in a deep way. Because when you're in this state of erratic mind where it's constantly buzzing, it really all the implementations that you might apply won't really stick. You won't really assimilate or absorb it. So we really need a technique that's going to quiet our minds to be able to have that all-knowing wisdom that kind of stems from within. I really think about how do I want to live? How do I want to exemplify leadership in this way, coming towards you and giving you all the advice every day that I come. Sometimes I don't feel like it. How do I gain that insight to show up anyway, to provide you with guidance? Well, that's the only way to really know and delve deep within, because I know if I'm not authentic with you, you'll see it and you'll feel it and it won't have as much impact. So I just really, really, really want you to know that your mind is already craving this quietness. And truth be told, I've done every kind of meditation. And if you find that guided meditation works for you, because I found that for my monkey mind, that guided meditation worked the best, then keep doing what you're doing. And because I'm going beyond the guided meditation right now, for me, I'm beyond it because I need something more. I need even the guidance to stop because I want to know inherently what I'm all about. Because I find out that my mind is so distracted lately that I need more tuning in and I need complete quietness in my life. And so I don't even want to be deterred by the guidance that the guided meditations might serve, but it may be exactly what you need because that's how I started as well. So I want to kind of introduce you to idea of mantra, right? They say, especially in transcendental meditation, that a mantra is helpful for you, which really has no meaning. So, for our mantra that I'm going to just universally give you, just so you can get acclimated to the practice, would be Om, right? Om is a word or a sound in yoga that has all the sounds of the world in that sound. It creates this healing vibrational frequency, and so because it doesn't mean anything, it's not an object, right? You can't think book, book, book. You're going to think about tons of books that come into your mind. So it can't be a thing. It has to be just a sound that's healing. So throughout the meditation, I want you to focus on the word and set your timer for 5 minutes to start for 5 days, 10 minutes for another 5 days, and work up to 20 minutes twice a day. It's going to change your life. And I want you to commit to the practice. And I want you to, comment below if you're committing to it so that I can hold you accountable. Because I'm even going as far as perhaps doing this in our private group that I have. It's called the Tribe of Autoimmune Health Rebels. I did it last week when every day I came live and I gave a guided meditation session. But what about if we do it together through an email or something that we collectively do it together? I'm going to figure out a way where I can make that happen. I want to introduce you to with an app that I found. It's called the Insight Timer. Insight Timer. Just type that in your app store. It's available, I know for sure, on iPhones and Android phones, and it's amazing because I use what's called the water sound there, and it has bells to alert me at 10-minute mark, but it just really gets me in the zone, and I just focus on my mantra, and then 20 minutes goes so fast, and I feel so much more clear, and I know that it's going to have the ultimate healing and clarifying effect in my body. So I highly recommend that you do this first thing in the morning when you wake up so that you can be set for the day ahead. Counterintuitive, I know. That's why I want to hold you accountable in some way so that you can hold to this. I'll be doing 20 minutes twice a day with you. So please write below and let me know that you're committing. I really want you to do this for at least 30 days. Let's see where we are, right? And let me know if this helps you. And I just want to just introduce you to my program. Did you know that you can work with me as your personal health coach, incorporating nutrition, mindset, meditation, functional medicine, and so much more, that all that I'm sharing with you, including meditation? If you're in need of a focused plan and service that will keep you on track to reverse your autoimmunity and you need some structure and help for you, please reach out to us and email info@lupusrebel.com to schedule a free consult to see if it's the right program for you. No gimmicks. I'm all about no BS approach to really giving you what you need to take you through not just a couple of days, not even 30 days. It's a 6-month commitment where I want to work with you independently, and it's you are the focus of my mind, and I bring everything that you might need in our time together and hold you accountable for those things, complete with a nutrition protocol as well as supplements, mindset training, and gathering labs and making sense of that and individualizing whatever the needs are for you. It's a perfect program. It's something that I wish I had, and it even incorporates meditation and yoga as well. So I just really think right now is a time to get ahead and actually put everything you know into action. And we don't need any more knowledge because I think we're just bombarded. And actually, I think knowledge paralyzes us. So you need to exercise some constraint. And I can help you to do exactly what we discuss here. No fuss, just getting down to business and focusing on you and meeting you wherever you are to reverse your autoimmunity. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and be sure to email info@lupusrebel.com to see if you're the right fit, schedule a free consult. With that, I hope you guys have the best Sunday ever, and I'll see you guys all next week.